Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family, because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling. What was Zhao Lusi doing out alone? Past midnight, at one of Shanghai's most exclusive private galleries. No red carpet, no bodyguards, just her, a single envelope, and a moment that fans now believe might have changed everything. Could it be a bold confession of love? A secret script handoff? Or something far more personal? Buckle up, because this story takes us deep into hidden gestures, coded posts, and a connection that fans around the world can no longer ignore. In the quiet stillness of a Shanghai midnight, a figure moved almost unseen through the empty streets of the French concession, elegant, composed, yet curiously unguarded. It was Zhao Lusi. There were no flashing cameras, no red carpet, no screaming fans this time. Just her, wrapped in a long muted trench coat, hair tucked away, and in her hand, a single white envelope. At first glance, it might have seemed like a simple moment, but those who followed Lucy's journey, and those who believe in the quiet language of intention, knew instantly that this was something else entirely. She wasn't walking into a studio. She wasn't stepping into a private party or filming location. Instead, she was seen entering a discreet, almost hidden art gallery, the kind only insiders speak of, the kind that doesn't advertise its presence but rather lives in whispers. It's known among Shanghai's creatives as a space for deeply personal projects. Not public exhibitions, not commercial showcases, but rather, memory pieces, private commissions that often carry emotional significance, commemorating moments, relationships, or stories never meant for the public eye. The still from the gallery's security feed didn't offer much in detail, just a blurry silhouette, a familiar posture, and the faint white edge of that envelope in her hand. Yet the internet caught fire within hours. What was Zhao Lusi doing there, alone after midnight? Why that gallery and why now? It didn't take long before fans connected the dots. The gallery's current installation was themed entirely around time, with its lead artist known for transforming vintage watch parts into emotional, abstract sculptures. Pieces that speak of memory, of connection, of the past looping gently into the present. Suddenly, the envelope became more than paper. To many, it became a metaphor. A letter that wasn't meant to be read by us, but one we could all feel. A message encased not in words but in action. Was she leaving something for someone? Was it a token? A commission? Or, as some now believe, a silent dedication to someone who'd held a piece of her story? The more the moment unfolded, the clearer it became. This wasn't a random late-night stroll. It was something deliberate, intimate, possibly even vulnerable. And in a world where celebrities so often live behind curated perfection, this raw, unspoken act hit differently. It didn't scream. It didn't sell. It simply existed, waiting to be felt, not explained. And maybe that's what made it unforgettable. It wasn't loud. It wasn't flashy. There were no hashtags, no overused filters, no dramatic declarations. Just one photo. A close-up shot of a wristwatch, vintage, minimalist, the kind that doesn't need to shout to be noticed. Wu Lei posted it in the early hours, almost as if he knew most of his fans would still be sleeping. But by the time the world stirred awake, the internet was already alight with questions, theories, and one burning thought. This wasn't just about a watch. To the casual eye, it may have looked like a simple fashion moment. Wu Lei has always had an understated sense of style, clean, classic, never too try-hard. But for those who've been watching closely, who'd noticed the strange timing of this post, just hours after Zhao Lusi's unannounced visit to the gallery, it became something more. A silent message, perhaps. A response not written in words, but in shared understanding. Fans didn't just see a photo. They saw intention. The time displayed on the watch face was oddly specific. It pointed to 11:47, a detail that wouldn't normally matter, except that security footage from Zhao Lusi's mysterious gallery stop was timestamped at 11:45, just 2 minutes apart. Too close to ignore. And the clock emoji in Wu Lei's caption? Almost cryptic in its simplicity. No words. Just time. Frozen. Marked. Speculation exploded, not just because of what was seen, but because of what was felt. This was not the kind of post an idol makes for commercial engagement. There were no brand tags, no promotional tie-ins. Felt personal. And in the world of high-profile celebrities where everything is curated to the finest detail, a moment like this, subtle, human, quietly emotional, resonates deeper than any headline. Was it a reply? A nod to the past they've shared? Or a promise for something yet to come? People began revisiting their previous interviews, searching for moments they might have missed. A glance. A pause. The way Wu Lei once said, "I value people who remember the little things." And here he was remembering, or perhaps reminding, with nothing more than a photograph and silence. That kind of communication, the unspoken but deeply understood, is rare in this age. It doesn't chase the spotlight. It doesn't need applause. Simply lingers. And that's exactly what this post did. It lingered in the minds of fans, in the hearts of those who believe that timing isn't always a coincidence, and that sometimes the quietest moments are the ones that speak the loudest. And so the story continued, not through headlines or confirmations, but through echoes, through symbols, through time marked not by minutes or hours, but by meaning. In the aftermath of the silent signals and whispered clues, it wasn't just the photos or the footage that kept the conversation alive. It was the feeling, the undeniable emotional pulse that surged through fandoms across continents. This was no longer about timestamps or matching outfits. It became something deeper. Fans weren't merely analyzing, they were empathizing. What drew people in wasn't just the thrill of a possible romance between Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei. It was the way their subtle gestures mirrored real human longing, quiet, tentative, and tender. There was something universal in the way they seemed to circle each other, never confirming, never denying, but always leaving just enough space for belief. That ambiguity became the stage on which fans poured their hopes, their stories, their own experiences of unspoken connections. Across social media platforms, the conversation shifted from evidence to emotion. Comments became confessions. "They remind me of someone I never got to tell how I felt. This makes me believe in soft love again." These weren't theories anymore, they were heartbeats. People rewatched their dramas not to solve a mystery, but to relive something beautiful. To trace the warmth in a glance, the truth in a laugh. It was no longer about catching them red-handed. It was about protecting something fragile, something unspoken yet deeply understood. The fans weren't just observers now. They were participants in a quiet, unfolding story that reflected something much bigger than celebrity gossip. It reflected them. In a world that often demands proof, the fans chose to believe, not with logic but with feeling. And that perhaps was the most human response of all. Their connection goes way back, beyond dramas and interviews. Behind the scenes of love like the galaxy, they shared laughter that lingered, glances that said more than lines ever could. One fan even compiled a video titled, "Every Time Wu Lei Looked at Lucy Like She Was the Only Star in the Sky," and it hit 2.5 million views in 48 hours. Now with this midnight moment added to the timeline, even the doubters are quietly wondering, have they been telling their story without words all along? Across global fan circles, a new term is trending: silent soft launch. No official statements, no staged photos, just hints, glimpses, shared moods. If true, it's a love story told through watch straps, art galleries, matching trainers, and shared silences. And honestly, it's more powerful than any red carpet reveal. Because in a world flooded with noise, they chose whispers. One anonymous fan who volunteers at the gallery claims Zhao Lusi left behind a handwritten note next to the sculpture she requested. It read, "Some moments deserve to stay hidden. That's how they last." Real. Rumor. Even if it's fan fiction, it captures the mood perfectly. Whether this is a romantic gesture, a deep friendship, or a collaboration born in quiet respect, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei have once again proven connection doesn't always need confirmation. Sometimes silence is the softest way to say "I care." Raising hands if you felt this story. Let's keep the energy going. If you love deep stories, emotional clues, and real-life mystery with a romantic twist, movie camera, hit that subscribe button, because we'll keep bringing you the untold side of your favorite stars. Speech balloon, drop a comment. Do you think it's love? Or the most brilliant fan tease of 2025? Red Heart, thank you for being part of this journey. You make this community beautiful. Pushpin, don't forget to like, share, and follow so you never miss a beat in the unfolding tale of Zhao Lusi, Wu Lei, and maybe, just maybe, a whispered love story in the making.